Finally, we getting down to the meat and potatoes of this whole Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk conspiracy theory thing. Candace, how much money are you making off of this? Now, you guys know I'm not a big fan of Piers Morgan at all. I think he's a clout chaser. Just like Candace said during this interview, he says the things when they are popular and not taking risks. So he'll wait until everybody else is cool with it. And then he'll be like, oh yeah, I agree with it. He doesn't have an opinion of his own. He's about his money as well. This is why he's interviewing Candace. Let's be honest about that. But Candace, how much money are you making? Because you claim to be broke, and we know you are not broke. We know you getting reparations from that white man. Let's go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get to the video, y'all. All right, so the way Piers Morgan kind of set this up is that he started talking about Alex Jones. For those of you who don't know, Alex Jones got in trouble when he was passing around that conspiracy theory about the Sandy Hook victims, right? He ended up getting sued for $1 billion, lost everything, and now all of a sudden he's back. So I'm a little confused what happened with that. However, he then leads into her conspiracy about Brigitte Macron being a man and all that stuff. And then he asks the question, like, how much money are you making from this? So here we go, you guys.
What you do. That's, I like you personally. You know that, right? None of this is personal for me about you at all. I just have watched him last year from Brigitte Macron now into the Charlie Kirk story. I think you've developed a modus operandi, which, to put it politely, is you flying what we would call in the world of journalism kites, and just seeing what can cause the most merry hell, therefore get you the biggest audience, therefore make you the most amount of money. And people have, as you know, you've been widely attacked now by a lot of people who say that you're just a ghoul, a vulture. You're doing this deliberately. You're inventing things or just flying ludicrous conspiracy theories to make money. Now, again, Candace, I don't know that you are, but I do know.
Celebrity.
Can you not interrupt me? By your rule.
I do think it's pretty rich.
The wrong messenger, but he's right. Wrong messenger, definitely, because just like Candace, he's the same person.
It's pretty rich coming from you is all I'm going to say. That's me putting it very nicely, given your background, your career, your celebrity involvement, the Princess Diana. Wrong messenger is what I'll say right off the top, okay? Wrong messenger. What you are mistaking, or I guess we're not even mistaking because you know what this is. You're talking about power versus the people. And you are always on the side of power first. You're on the side of the Israelis. It's so horrible. And, I'm going to pretend I don't see tens of thousands of Gazans dying.
I've actually been very critical of the Israelis, as you know, where your bread is buttered.
Everybody knows Brigitte Macron has a penis, okay? It's very easy to present photos of 30 years of your life. Brigitte keeps teasing, Brigitte, nobody asked you for a blood test. We asked you for some photos and you refused to do it. And everybody knows that
we're going to find out.
Was not shot by Tyler Robinson on a rooftop. I am sorry that in this day and age, there seems to be such a shortage of testosterone that a woman has to be the person that states the obvious, right? I invite you to join me, and I know that you will by the end of next year, because they're not going to get away with what they did to my friend Charlie Kirk. And I am not going to change my mind, least of all when I am being called names by someone who has quite a year background and experience in doing things because it's lucrative and not always because it's sensitive.
Sure, you can call me a hypocrite as much as you want. I don't care. It's fine. I'm just simply saying what other people have been saying about you. I didn't say I felt that.
Thank you.
I said
I'll let you know what people are saying about you too. I'll keep you posted.
I read it all the time. But I would say that, like I said at the start of this interview, I don't know whether any of the things you're saying are true or not. I just do know you're saying a huge amount of stuff. It's making you very wealthy. You're getting millions and millions of people coming in, which by the way,
what is this idea that it's making me very wealthy? Can you actually explain that slowly?
Yes, I'm going to explain it to you slowly, because I had a huge run-in, for example.
This is just like a talking point.
No, I'm going to explain exactly what I mean. When Sandy Hook happened and Alex Jones began weaponizing the Sandy Hook tragedy and weaponizing the grief of the poor parents who'd lost their children. And I began to attack him in public. And then eventually there was a court case, and it turned out he'd been spewing deliberate lies, and that every time he spewed them, they found he made hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in the immediate aftermath of spewing the repeated lies that it was all staged and the families were actors and so on, which he knew to be lies. And he made himself extremely rich and ended up with $1 billion defamation finding against him because he'd been deliberately weaponizing people's grief. And the charge...
Yeah, I'm asking you to explain the
I'm
actual financial metrics. How was he making money?
I'm explaining to you the analogy, which is there are, as you know, right now, a lot of people, from Tim Pool to the New York Post to others, who've come out very stridently in the last week, and say that's exactly what you've been doing with Erica Kirk.
Yeah, but you haven't answered the question. So this is just made up. It's as I said, this is just all fluff. You're suggesting that I'm making money. Did I sign a new advertiser? Are we reading more ads? Do we put this somewhere else? Do we sign
the more
a book
views
deal
you get on YouTube, the more money.
This is where Candace is trying to play semantics, and it's all like, oh, did I get a new advertiser? Am I doing this? It did this. And like, we all know that when you turn on the ad revenue, even during your live show, you can see people super chatting hundreds of dollars. And I'm not going to play you like Candace has never gotten views. She has never gotten donations. We're not going to play with her. She's been on her shit, right? However, we're not going to pretend like that money has not been coming like water. Like the way that Candace's views have gone up, shot, she cannot deny that she has seen an increase. But she's going to try to be all like, oh, well, everybody got an increase. Yeah, because originally in September when it first happened, everybody seen a growth. I did too as well from talking about it. However, people kind of moved on to the next thing, but Candace has been sticking with it. And it's like this self-righteous, oh, I'm going to find out who did something to Charlie Kirk and da-da-da-da-da. And listen, that's her friend at the end of the day. I totally understand that she wants justice for her friend. But you're doing more than what the wife is doing. And on top of that, you're impeding in an investigation that's currently going on. Now, do I think they're doing a great job with that investigation? No. However, the way that Candace has been able to monetize this thing, done multiple different interviews, lady, you are making money from this. Stop playing with us. Don't play in our face.
Did I sell a t-shirt? Okay, but like, come on now. Piers, money on YouTube? Are you kidding me? I was already in a top 10 podcast globally before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And if you think that I would want my friend to be assassinated so I could go from being in the top 5 to being number 1, you're out of your mind.
No,
okay,
I'm telling you,
it's so disrespectful.
I'm telling you.
But like the point is that everyone who is saying that I'm making more money cannot say how I'm making more money because it's just not true. Okay, so you're like, oh, she got a bump in viewership talking about Charlie.
Your YouTube numbers
everyone in the world because it was a public assassination. And then it went up in the weeks following, and it went back to normal.
Candace, are your YouTube numbers up since you've been doing the Charlie Kirk investigations?
What I am saying to you is that this is the exact same argument you guys had about Brigitte. So it can't, and then the same exact same
argument. But I think you were lying about Brigitte.
About the Blake Lively thing. Okay, but like, what about the Blake Lively thing? So you can't keep saying that, oh, she's always in the top 10 because she's talking about something. Or this is my podcast and it's me. It's just me. People enjoy my podcast because I don't treat them like they're idiots. I don't treat them like they should accept that Brigitte Macron just can't present one photo of herself raising her kids across 30 years. It's just too much to ask. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. How dare you? It's such an intrusion of privacy. She'd rather file a transatlantic lawsuit than to just produce photos.
So one thing that Candace is not telling you guys is that Brigitte is going to present like medical records to show that she is actually a woman. Like that's one of the things that they're going to present in court. So Candace talking about, oh, well, why can't she just do it? No, they are doing that. I just want to let you know. What Candace is referring to is like beforehand, why didn't she do X, Y, and Z? But it's all like, nah, like she ain't got to. Like that's none of your business at all. And even if she did, you're still going to say she's a man. So does it matter? No, let's take your ass to court and I'm going to make my money. That's what she's doing. Brigitte Macron, that's what she's doing. Let me get my money. You want to act stupid, say I'm a man? Okay, I'm going to take you to court and I'm going to get my money.
And put all of this to bed. That's the difference between you and I. So now there's this lie, this repeat lie from Kamala Chronicles, which we did looking into Kamala's background because it was relevant to the election cycle. Then we did the Blake Lively lawsuit, and they said, oh, she's trying to change her brand. That's the only reason her numbers are up. Then we went to Brigitte, which I lost, by the way. I had to get a whole career change when I first covered that story. So joke's on me if I'm doing this to make money, but I was willing to be fired to tell the truth. And then it's all about Brigitte. And now we've arrived at Charlie Kirk. I feel like there's something about that actually is just people not being willing to admit that what people appreciate about me and why they keep coming back is that I'm willing to take risks to tell the truth.
No, I think so. Don't get me wrong. I think
I was already sold out on ads to the end of the year because our podcast was successful.
Yeah,
I have not sold a t-shirt, nothing with his name on it. It's just me.
Candace, the reason I told the Alex Jones story is he did incredibly well out of Sandy Hook with his investigations. But as was established in the court case against him, brought by the families eventually, and I think we're going to see the same thing with Brigitte Macron and you, is that he was weaponizing deliberate lies for money. And I think you
Brigitte
did that.
Macron has a penis. I really want you to know that.
Brigitte Macron does not have a penis.
Brigitte Macron has a penis.
No, she doesn't.
I'm sorry.
You know what the weird thing about it is that and I don't want to sound ignorant, but when I look at Brigitte, like I see woman. I honestly don't know why this whole she's a man thing took a life of its own. I know it started originally in France and then Candace kind of made it popular. But the weird thing about it is that that's not even the story. The real story is her dating her husband, Emmanuel, when he was 15. That's the story right there. As far as the whole, she's a man, like, I don't care about that. Shout out to all the trans out there, but Brigitte, she looks like a woman to me. I don't even get trans or anything like that. And I don't want to say, oh, well, you can clock all trans people, but at the same time, like, she's a woman, y'all.
Well,
three children.
Did she get it removed?
She had three children.
Yeah, you can have adoptive children. You can call somebody, but Brigitte Macron was born a dude named Jean-Michel Trogneau. Well, and I just feel, I want you to know that. I want you to know that Brigitte Macron probably stands peeing up. Probably pee standing up.
The beauty is we have a big bet.
I think Brigitte
we have a big bet, and we're going to find out because it's going to court. And you will lose that court case. I think you will.
Yeah. I am not going to lose a court case because Brigitte is presenting evidence that Brigitte was born a woman, because that's never even been offered. That's just their PR coming after and saying these things. Nobody believes that Brigitte Macron is just unable to present any pictures. Nobody's asking for blood.
All right, let's wait for the court case. Let's wait for the court case.
Okay, great.
Now, look,
and you will be proven wrong again unless there's just federal corruption.
Okay, in the fallout from your encounter with Erica Kirk, Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens is done.
Out.
What a letdown.
Oh, LOL.
Tim Pool has called you evil. He says you're motivated by the fact you were secretly in love with Charlie Kirk. Is that true?
This is such ridiculous. Like, this is funny when I say, like, it's like LOL Fed slop. Oh, did Tim Pool say that I was secretly in love with him? It's so
okay. So they stopped talking about the money. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. And let me know if you guys want me to review the rest of it. But I wanted to point out the thing about the money. This is why Brigitte Macron actually has a case, because Candace is profiting off of a lie. And not only that, you can say that she is also slandering to make a profit. Now, it would be different if Candace Owens just did this for free 99, like she didn't have any ad revenue, she wasn't making money off of it. But literally, you're making money off of something that is not true. This is the actual problem. And the fact that Candace is trying to play semantics like, oh, did I get any new ad revenue? Did I get this? Did I get that? No. But at the end of the day, just like with this video, I'll put ad revenue on it. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I make money from it. The reason why I do YouTube is because I make money. Now, would I do YouTube for free? There was a time I did YouTube for free. But now that I don't have a regular 9-to-5 and I'm self-employed, I do this for money. I'm just going to let y'all know. I'm not going to play in y'all face like that. I'm doing this for money, right? Now, I have a love for what I do, but I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, I would do this for free. No. I want to get paid. But again, with Candace, she has to admit that this has been very lucrative. Going back to the Charlie Kirk thing, it has been very lucrative for her. And Candace's audience is built on conspiracy. It's built on conspiracy. We have to be honest about that. Her audience has been built on conspiracy. Not her knowledge, not her being smart or what. No. None of that. It has been built on conspiracy and just peddling bullshit.
Come on, there's no substance to this. This is so ridiculous.
Peddling bullshit for MAGA. It has not been on the merit of her being an educated person or her actually being knowledgeable. She just knows talking points. And if she's not talking points, she is just talking conspiracy. Because let's be honest, on the right, they love conspiracy, QAnon, Pizzagate, all that stuff. Now they want to pretend like, oh, Trump's not in the Epstein files, but all the pictures and stuff like that, y'all don't think Trump a part of the files now? All right. But yeah, this is her group. This is her audience, and they love it. She owns this space. She is the new Alex Jones. Probably not as extreme as him. I'm not going to say she's the exact same, but it goes hand in hand, and you're making a lot of money from it. And you pretending like, because Candace is referenced like, oh, I don't have $5 million. I don't have this. You're married to a British lord. Listen, I don't believe no black person would marry a broke white person without... I'm going to hell for saying that, but I'm just going to be honest. If I got me a white woman, trust me, I'm going to make sure that she got good credit. Listen, I'm going to get my reparations from her. Damn it. I'm not going to say, oh, I don't love her. It's for the love. Yeah, it's for the love, but I'm going to get my reparations. I'm just going to be honest. And she's married to a British lord. Look up the lords over in the UK, and you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about, because her husband, George Farmer, is worth a lot of money. She playing in our face. Don't believe that she broke. She ain't making money. Rich people, what they love most? More money. They don't care about anything else. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And I always love having these conversations with you. Hey, I'm going to say the unpopular stuff, just like Candace said. I'm going to say the unpopular stuff. Trust me, some of y'all might not agree. Some of y'all might be fans of her. I don't care for either Piers or Candace, but AT2 is going to tell the truth. Love y'all. We out of here. Deuces.